Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video where we're going to look at the cost of living here in San Antonio. I'm going to cover everything from housing expenses, utilities, and what you could expect to pay eating out and buying some groceries. So let's go dive on in. If you are brand new to the channel and you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, playing, working, all of the good, the bad, and even the ugly of living here in San Antonio, Texas, then go ahead and make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. That'll make sure you're the first to be notified whenever I do post a new video. And if you're planning to relocate to San Antonio in the next few days or even the next few months, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is down below, and I'm getting phone calls, texts, and emails all of the time from folks just like you who are looking to move to San Antonio and they need my help in doing so. So let's dive on into today's topic, which is the cost of living here in San Antonio. And I first want to start off with probably the biggest expense that you're going to incur while living in San Antonio, which is your housing costs. Now, at the time that I'm recording this video, the average price to purchase a home here in San Antonio is about $330,000. We'll break down an estimation of a cost of your mortgage and insurance here in a moment, but I wanted to cover some other expenses that you also need to think about. A lot of the homes located in San Antonio are actually within a homeowners association of some sort. So if you happen to purchase a home that is located within an HOA, you do have to account for those fees, which generally run you about $25 to $50 per month. Another expense you're going to have to budget for if you're owning a home is, of course, property insurance. So in San Antonio, the average monthly cost for homeowners insurance is about $120 per month. And probably the biggest factor in your monthly payment on your mortgage is going to be property taxes. Now, Texas is great because there is no state income tax, but in order to counter that, we do have a higher property tax rate. So within Bexar County itself, your tax rate is about 1.97%, but if you're within the San Antonio city limits, that bumps up to about 2.74% on average. Of course, some areas are higher, others are lower, and it all depends on your area, but we'll use 2.74 as a general estimation for the entire city. All right, so let's run a general scenario for what your total monthly payment could be for a house here in San Antonio. Now, we're going to use the average purchase price of $330,000, and we're going to assume that you're using a 5% down payment on a conventional loan type. We're also going to assume you have a pretty good credit score of about 700 to about 720. So with 5% down, you need to have $16,500 for your down payment alone, which brings your total mortgage down to $313,500. Now we're going to assume a 6.75% interest rate. That's probably going to be different from the time that you're watching this video. So if you need the current interest rates, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I can get you in touch with one of my preferred lenders and they can give you the current market rates, but they've been pretty volatile and unfortunately very high lately. So we're just going to use 6.75%. Now, based on this total mortgage of $313,500, your principal and interest only payment is going to run you just over $2,000 at $2,033 per month. Now, we're going to add in $120 for your homeowner's insurance, and your estimated property tax is about $4,125 per year. Dividing that by 12 months in a year brings you down to about $343.75 per month. Now we add all of these numbers up and we get about $2,496.75 for your total monthly payment in order to own a home here in San Antonio. So let's switch gears over to renting a house, because maybe not everyone is going to be able to or want to buy a house immediately upon moving to San Antonio. But if you want to figure out kind of the areas around town that you would like to live in, you definitely should go check out some of the other videos I've got on the channel. There's a lot of videos out now, as well as several coming up in the future where I'll be going over the neighborhoods and homes for sale all around the area. So if you are looking to rent something instead of buy, you are definitely in luck, as there are a lot of options out there for you. You'll be able to find things such as a large apartment complex, townhome, multifamily up to a fourplex, as well as single family homes all over San Antonio. And we'll use this chart here to kind of give you a great idea of what the average cost per month is for these places. So for a studio, you're looking at about $768 per month. A one bedroom is going to run you about $900 a month. A two bedroom is about $1,100, a three bedroom is around $1,400 per month, and finally a four bedroom is right around $1,700 per month. Now, of course, you can find some really luxury apartments that are even more expensive, even for like a one or two bedroom, but these are some general guideline numbers for you to rent a place here in the San Antonio metro area. And now that we've covered what it's going to cost you to either buy a house or rent something here in San Antonio, we got to look at the next big expenses, which are your utility costs. Now, San Antonio is known for having some pretty scorching hot summers. I mean, most of the time during the summer, we're at about 100 degrees plus. Sometimes on the cooler summer days, we're at about 95 degrees, but you also have to add in some humidity there. So it can be quite warm around here during the summer. So if I were you, I would expect a little bit higher utility bills, especially in the summer. But overall, your average utility cost just for electricity is about $175 to $200 per month. Now, with a utility company here, that does not include a gas line that's running to your house. So if you do have the gas appliances or furnace inside your house, that's going to be in addition to your electrical bill, and that's going to run you about $15 in addition to that every single month. And of course, you need to have water to the house for various things. So your average water bill is going to run you about $50 a month here in San Antonio. And the final utility cost I'm going to go over is your internet. Now, I know you need internet because you're watching this on YouTube, so to have some good quality internet at your apartment or your house, you're definitely going to want to have some high-speed internet, and that's going to run you about $50 to $60 per month. Now, some areas do have the higher bandwidth internet, so you can get the higher premium tiers of those internet services for about $80 to $100 per month. So now that we've covered the cost to own or rent something here in San Antonio and looked at the utilities cost as well, let's dive on into the food cost. Now, San Antonio has a pretty diverse population, and there are a ton of incredible restaurants all around the city. Now, if you're like me, I like to go enjoy a nice meal out there and try something new all the time. So whenever you're out one of these restaurants, you can expect to pay about $12 to $15 per plate at some average place. Of course, there's the really upscale places that have a higher price menu, but on average, you can expect to pay about $12 to $15 or so per plate. San Antonio does have a lot of breweries and distilleries nearby as well. So if you are looking for an adult beverage to complement your meal, you can expect to pay about $8 to $10 for a mixed drink. Now, of course, this does not include a top shelf drink, but a fairly good cocktail is going to run you about $8 to $10. And then if you're looking for a nice cold beer, you can expect to pay anywhere between $6 to $8 for that as well. Now, if you were to go out on a date night with your significant other, you could expect to pay about $60 to $75 for two people to go out and have a nice meal, as well as a couple of adult beverages to go with the meal. Now, if you are going out with a family of four, you could budget anywhere between about $80 to $100 for the whole family to go out and enjoy a nice meal together. And as nice as it is to go out and try all of the amazing restaurants, there's nothing like a home-cooked meal. Here in San Antonio, there are a number of places for you to go buy groceries. For example, we've got Target, Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club. We've got Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, but my absolute favorite place to go buy groceries is by far H-E-B. Now, if you've never been to an H-E-B, you are in for a treat whenever you do get the opportunity to go. They are a local grocery chain that actually started in a nearby town called Kerrville, Texas, and they've been around for over 110 years, I believe, at this point. Now, they've got an incredible selection of fresh foods, from fruits and veggies to bakery items, fresh meat, fresh fish, and they've also got a pretty good deli, dry goods section. They have a pharmacy at most of the H-E-B locations, and even at some of them, you can buy things like clothes, jewelry, outdoor items, grills, gardening items, and all sorts of other incredible things. Now, in my experience with H-E-B, they've been priced pretty competitively and in most cases lower than the competition among grocers here in the San Antonio area. Well, this is all I've got for you today on the cost of living here in San Antonio. I hope that it gives you a pretty good idea of what it would cost you to move here to the Alamo City compared to your current living expenses. And if you did find this valuable, please go ahead and give me a like on the video. And while you're there, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll be among the first to know whenever I post a video in the future. And remember, if you are making your move to San Antonio, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to answer any of your questions that you have and help you make your move as smooth and as easy as possible. My contact information is down in the description below. I'll post it here on the screen for you. But I wanted to thank you one last time for watching this video today. I hope you have an incredible day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.